Hello, hello. All right, I gotta do all my connections over here. Okay. Connecting. Welcome if you're just coming on now. Let me know you're here. Say hi. I'm gonna pull it up on my phone again, you know. Hello, Stacy. Hello, V. Welcome. So funny how we gotta do this like technology stuff because it really is so layered. But I'm impressed that I can do this, that I can come in through Zoom, that I'll be sharing my screen, so I can share my screen and a beautiful PowerPoint that has been put together for you guys, and then hi Janet, and then stream into the private group. Like there's a lot of layers here, but I'm really appreciative that we have this technology. So I'll give a minute to allow you loves to come on, anyone who is joining live for the Pleasure Portal, this free workshop. Ooh, we don't want to have any feedback. Hi Brett, welcome. I'm so excited to share what's coming for today. And please, I invite any questions, okay? I invite any questions. So hopefully we've got enough. I don't want this cord around here. So I know that, you know, we started this week with Own Your Inner Power, the 3-day challenge, and that was a blast. That was so fun to share with you guys. And today is content in the same vein, similarly related, but more business structure. So the 3 days, the 3-day challenge was really more focused on energetics and the foundational principles and the grounding of, you know, creating this business for yourself. And this is more focused on balancing sacred energies, what those structures and strategies and systems look like, how to get into the feminine, how to receive pleasure and everything else to allow for creativity to flow and to trust your gifts. Yes, Stacey, I need more business structure. Okay, and that, you know, could be sort of the missing piece to you taking off. So it's interesting. All right, let me share my screen. Welcome. How are you guys feeling today? How's your Saturday? Let me know what you're up to today in addition to being here with me now. And I'm gonna do what I gotta do on my end to share. Love this song. This song really got me through some sad stuff. Oh, good, Stacey. I'm glad you love the graphics. Thank you. I have an incredible woman that's been creating them for me, my online business manager, shout out Hannah, who I fucking love so much. So, okay, here's our Pleasure Portal. And what I want to do is slideshow. All right. Jumping in. Wish I had a friend to do. Oh, I know. Oh, so yeah, my photos too have been by a professional photographer. She also does breath work and coaching and consulting. She works with teens too, navigating some difficult times, and she's a nurse and she's incredible. She just takes fantastic shots. So we have so much fun in our shoots. And in this one for the back, like for this this graphic here, I'm celebrating my 10K months. So, so yeah, she's so much fun. So, all right. So today you're here for the Pleasure Portal, really diving into just a glimpse of what's to come in the invitation, an upcoming program that I have. But this portal, this workshop, I can anticipate about an hour-ish, combining soul strategy and science to really help you get the business results you desire. Okay, like more about expanding to receive abundance, expanding to receive pleasure, wealth, success, play, prosperity, like all of it. It's all about your own expansion, because all of those things are already available. They're already all around us everywhere. It's just you opening your portal to receive them, just by being who you are. So, oh wait, it's like advancing. Okay, so Pleasure Portal. So this is what you're gonna walk away with. You're gonna walk away with more information on how to open the portal for content creation, how to become the vessel for transmissions that raise the collective. So I believe that we are a soul living in this physical body, this vessel, this shell, and our soul is infinite. Let me turn my music down. Forgot about that. Sorry if you guys are having a hard time hearing me talk over it. I was so focused on what I was sharing. Let's put on some Zen music and see what kind of, what comes up. Oh, some 7 hertz, some deep theta music. Okay, back to what I'm sharing. Yes, I know the invitation. Yay, Stacy. I know, I can't wait. Welcome. I'm so glad you're in it. I can't wait to like dive in more with you, get to know you more in your situation. So, okay, we're in this physical body. I believe that our soul, our intuition, yes, is just infinite. And it's also a connection to the spirit realm. It's also a connection to God, this higher consciousness, the universe, source, spirit. Like there's so many different ways to refer to this bigger force that's at play for us. And it's just a matter of us tapping in and tuning in and being led by that. And it comes from you. Yes, this force is outside of us, but I definitely believe that this force is also within us, and we are the conductor. We get to be the conduit. You're going to learn about client attraction and business growth, and really what it means to balance the sacred energies. I'm getting into that because that is vital in understanding what goes on for business, and understanding especially what goes on in relationships and love too. There's so many correlations, but and really understanding how to magnetize more wealth, more abundance, more clients, more love, like becoming the magnet of that. So just some things that we'll be covering in that time. You're here, you're a spiritual CEO, you're an aspiring entrepreneur, you're an empath, you're a light leader, you're an intuitive woman in business. And I will also say, so a question that I have been getting is, can I be here? Can I be part of this experience if I just like want to be moving in that direction, but I'm not quite there yet. I'm still working my 9 to 5. I'm not quite there yet. I want to be learning more about it. Like, absolutely. I do birth. Birth help women birth their babies. I do birth help women birth new versions of themselves. I do birthing this new business creation, this new concept that you have, embodying all the unique gifts that only you have. So yeah, this is perfect for you. And honestly, repeated exposure is like the best. To be able to watch this stuff time and time again and revisit it and loop back, it's like you just learn more and more about yourself. So if this is you, give me some hearts, give me some ones in the comment box. Let me know if this is you. This is part of who you are. And also, if so, where in your journey you are. Do you have, are you working with people now? Have you stepped out as an entrepreneur? Do you want to be? Are you in these early stages of it? Let me know where you are. Vibrational escrow. Woo-hoo. Yes. Yes, Janet. So much yes. It's already in your vortex. It's already there for you. So let me know where you're at in your own transition, your own journey here. And as I wait for those comments to come through. So what you're going to get here, this is what you're doing here. you're laying this solid, you want to lay this solid foundation for your business to expand, whether it's currently or whether it's, down the road, it's just coming your way. It's just coming into your vision, into your field. You want to be able to lay these really solid foundations for your business to just really expand from and grow. You want to be able to reach more soul-aligned clients to improve their lives with your offerings. Hello, Debbie. Good morning, Nicole, or good afternoon. Gosh, we're in the afternoon. Your business is 3 years old. You want to grow and hire. Awesome. Okay. So leveraging and really scaling. Good. We can definitely get some more clarity around your offers. Can definitely tune into that, Nicole, and the invitation. You want to be able to make money, which is equal to more impact. So the more money you make, the more of an impact you're having and your people, your soul-aligned client as you're living this soul-aligned business. Stacey, your business is 6 months new. Good. Well, I love everything that you've laid so far, and I really can't wait to hear more about what you guys have going on in your businesses. And you really want to fast track this process. So I came into this online space 2 years ago. Let me tell you a little bit about me. So I'm Cara Carouse, have not said my name yet, and I'll share a little bit about my story in a minute. So I'm Cara Carouse. I am an intuitive coach. I'm a business energetic strategist, and I'm a manifestation mentor. Because we're constantly manifesting in our lives, whether we realize it or not. And to be able to help my clients understand, and my community understand more of like how to consciously be manifesting, how to be co-creating and living with intention and moving towards this vision you have for your life. Like that's everything. That's what I really love to do. I love to help my clients and my community, those who are here and ready to get the message, help you become more of who you are. And in being more of who you are, that often does tie in with your own personal brand and how you're here to raise the collective. So my story is I came to this online space about 2 years ago. And I at first was introduced in like 2012, and I wasn't ready for it yet. Though it gave me, like, it was enough to plant the seeds. So God, look at how long it took for me to loop back around. But planted the seeds. Yes, being a digital nomad. Yes, working for myself. Yes, creating my own personal brand, like all of the above, based in my own unique gifts. At the time, I wasn't confident enough. I wasn't ready to receive it. I ended up going back to school. I have a degree in psychology from 20 years ago. I ended up tapping into my passions, being led by my heart, working as a yoga instructor, getting certified, working as an energy healer, being certified in all different modalities. In that sense, became a birth worker that came out of some not so good birth experiences. I went to really empower women, taught hypnosis for birth for the last 10 years. I'm a birth doula, decided I wanted to change the culture of birth, wanted to go back to school to become a certified nurse midwife. I had to be a registered nurse. So I am a registered nurse now. I went back to school, did that. I worked as a nurse for many years until I realized it was really just, though it's beautiful work, the culture of it was very draining for me as an empath, and it wasn't energizing to me. It was just draining to me, and that's not what I wanted. So what I realized is, yes, get back to what lit my soul up, what lit me on fire, and that was my birth services. That was my work. I get to work as an RN home birth assistant from time to time. I do still take doula clients because I love the transformation of birth and how empowering that is for women. And I also realized that I love to help women step into their highest potential, to be led by their intuition, to connect deeply with spirituality, and really focus in on that and learn how to awaken those gifts to monetize, to be compensated for your time and expertise and knowledge and all those things that come really easily to you in exchange for money. Money is an energetic exchange. We give it the energy. So that's what I get to do now. For a little while at the beginning, I allowed myself to be steered off course from this vision that I have in my coaching, in the coaching industry. It led me to relationship coaching, love coaching, but all by design. I really wasn't steered off course. It was all by design. And I navigated a toxic relationship, codependency. I left parts of myself behind only to find more of myself. And I'm an author of a book, Keep Showing Up. It's Empath's Guide, a powerful, it's a memoir and a powerful guidebook for empaths to embody self-love, self-empowerment, and self-worth. So I published that last year, and there's some deep shit in there. There's, you know, big part of it is my story, and then another big part of it is some different tools and techniques to be able to use to heal yourself. And I really love it because I work with my one-on-one clients, and I'll say, go read this chapter and look more into this and ask me whatever questions you have. So so that has led me back to this path of really being able to work on the energetics of business and teach you guys about the strategy that's involved to be able to scale your businesses, to birth your business, and to be able to scale to new heights. A big goal of mine for a while was reaching 10K months, and I have achieved that goal. And now it's like just onward, just continuing to open my container, open my vessel to receive more, because it is available to all of us. So, and as you guys, if you have any questions, please throw them out, because I really respond well to questions. So, so I invite them. All right, that's a bit about me, and I'm sure that I'll share more as we go to what's been said about working with me. Seriously, thank you. I honestly think I would have just spiraled down repeated patterns if I hadn't said yes to this program, and to being with you all. I'm grateful for the momentum of being involved in endeavors that are fulfilling and contributing to the future I am creating. Okay, yeah, you're a generator too, yeah, Stacy. So we respond best to questions. We respond best in general. So okay, just some things. I mean, I have so many testimonials that I love to share, that I love to know the impact that I've had on people. So getting right into the sacred energies in business. So let me know. Yes, human design. I get you, Stacy. So let me know, you guys, in the comments. One is, you are familiar with the sacred energies, the divine masculine, the divine feminine. Two is, you are not aware of these sacred energies, period, at all. Let me know in the comments where you're at, like where you're coming from with your understanding of the sacred energies, because this is huge. This is really, really important. Okay, Stacey, you're familiar with them. These apply to relationships. There's a healthy expression of each of these energies. Okay, Nicole, yes, one, you're familiar with them. And there's an unhealthy expression of them. And when we're able to identify both of those and, you know, all of it, it really helps give us more structure in our business, and how important that is. So regardless of gender, we have both of these sacred energies in us. We have our divine masculine and we have our divine feminine within ourselves. And we do, okay, zero, Debbie, zero is zero. Okay, is no understanding. So good to listen, because this matters. This matters in, like, yes, I'm talking particularly about business, but this definitely matters in life and relationships. So the masculine energy is thought of more as like an arrow. Like we pull back our bow and the arrow is shooting forward. So the masculine energy has this like arrow energy. It's most associated with doing and action and forward momentum and structure and organization and strategy and goals. So that is just like the umbrella of what the masculine energy is really known for, is being confident and holding space and being a leader, like being embodied in this strong masculine energy. Like I am in my masculine energy now. I don't have a mustache and I'm not being a man. That's not what this is. This is more energetics. And so then the opposite, these oppose one another and they work like a teeter-totter. It's not like you can't be one or the other. It's like we're both. Okay, like my post the other day, this post that was like the paradoxes and duality, we're both. We get to be both, you guys. Okay, the feminine energy is more associated with surrender and play and our intuition and creativity and being. The feminine energy is more associated with a cup. And so it's like this receiving, this empty cup, and it's like this receptivity that we have. and we get to flow when we're in our feminine energy. And in our culture, there isn't much talk or credit given to how important the feminine energy is, the divine feminine energy, because we're like really like work, make the money, go, do the thing. But it's like the feminine energy is just as important, if not more important. This is the name of this workshop, the pleasure portal. This feminine energy is more associated with receiving pleasure. And in receiving pleasure, I'm also talking about luxuriating in the bath, receiving a compliment, allowing someone to hold the door for you, buying yourself something because you deserve it. Like just the receiving, allowing someone to do something for you, asking for help, being led. Like that is all the feminine energy. And that part of who we are is often like, it's not okay to be that. And then we're out of balance and shit's all fucked up. And so coming to a place where we can balance these sacred energies. So within the context of, you guys give me some hearts if that lands with you. Like if all this stuff back here, if it's like, yes, okay, Janet, yes to all of that. Give me some hearts. Let me know some feedback on where you're at with now understanding what that looks like and how important it is that we have both. And more importantly, that we balance both. And I will say, side note, before I get into, actually, wait, I don't want to be here yet. Before we get into like those next ones. Okay, good, hearts, thank you. So, how important it is that we have polarity too in a relationship, within ourselves, that there is this, we can be more of one, we can go the other way, and naturally that it gets balanced out. Also, it's so important that we have a solid masculine in place in ourselves before our feminine can soften and relax, okay? That is super duper important. Okay, hearts, thank you. So masculine structures in business. I'm talking about being an entrepreneur. Obviously, this workshop is for spiritual entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs, those who are really led to this space, this online space, or maybe therapists who are working but then wanting to move into the online space. But there is a strategy and a structure, and there are systems to have in place to all of it. That is all very masculine in nature. There's the launch process. Like right now, I've been in launch process. I've had a lot going on behind the scenes. This past week, I did the 3-day challenge. There was a lot of preparation leading up to that. There was my PowerPoints. There was creating the content for it all. That's more feminine, but the graphics that were all created, deciding on what I'm posting when, like all of that is very structured for me. And it's very masculine. There were funnels. There was having you guys go to a sales page and go to put your email addresses in to opt in. Then you were directed to join the group. Like that is all a structure, and there is strategy to all that. The opt-ins, the containers of community that we get to choose where we want to be, to show up for those who are ready to hear our message, for those who are ready to receive it. Because you guys have everything in you that you're ready to share to raise a collective with for others also. So containers of community, depending on whether you're in Facebook groups or whether you're on IG, whether you're on Twitter, whether you're on LinkedIn, wherever you are, whatever social media platforms you're choosing, that's all very masculine. V, how to balance. V, is that a question? Let me know if that's a question or that's just, yes, you're understanding it all. And how to balance comes from learning about it all and getting all of the masculine structures in place so your feminine can play, so your feminine can surrender and I'm getting to that. So the packages are all very masculine. The branding is very masculine, understanding that, this gets to be a personal expression of who you are. And the more authentic you are in who you are, the more aligned your branding is with this vision, the more it all just makes sense, especially energetically. Your email list, your mobile marketing, like all of that stuff. And mobile marketing is texting. So, you guys, I have a text line. Some of you are on the text line, and we're in the middle of a 21-day meditation journey. Today, you got a meditation. There were 7 pre-recorded meditations total. And in between, there's been positive affirmations or simple reflective practices that have come. Those have all been scheduled ahead of time. And so there's structure to that, you know, there's effort that goes into that. There's structure in all of that. And that's a way for me to, yes, be expressing my masculine and in that energy, and also to continue to be able to connect with you guys and, you know, containers of community to connect and to nurture you guys and help you be the best versions of yourself. So the feminine concepts in business: pleasure, play, allow yourself to play. We get disconnected from play as we get older. Like, please go back and play. I'm going to go play after this. I'm going to go out into the woods for a couple of days and just play and receive pleasure and allow myself to be intuitively led. So intuition is very feminine. Flow, nurturing yourself, refilling your own cup, very feminine in nature, necessary. Look at what happens when you're in your masculine all the time. Go, do, work. You crash. And so finding a conscious, healthy balance where you're living with intention. Content creation is very feminine, and it's driven by you being connected to your intuition and being connected to your spirituality and awakening these gifts inside yourself and becoming the vessel for these transmissions to come through. Client attraction, same thing. It is all based on energetics. So yes, I share my message. I'm posting, I go on video, and I'm emailing and I'm texting, like, you know, all the ways that I communicate with my community. I connect with them and I help nurture them and raise them up. That's my intention. The more I'm doing that, and also being rooted in who I am, what my gifts are, what my message is to share, that is like a bat symbol that gets shined. It's like, shine my bat symbol out, and I will get random messages. Energetically, those who are most aligned with my message come to me. Let's work together. How do I work one-on-one with you? Like, yes, that is the client attraction piece, becoming a magnet to all you desire. But it first starts with the awareness of knowing what you desire and what direction you're heading and who you are and who your ideal client is, who your soulmate client is, who you're here to help. It's and honestly, it's often a past version of yourself. So you get to look at everything you've been through, all of the difficult times and all the lessons that you've been able to pull out of that, what healing you've been through, what places where you've had to forgive, what kind of inner child work are you doing, and how have you been reparenting yourself, like doing your own work, and then understanding how you're here to raise the collective. All of that gets tied in. Your receptivity to the abundance, the wealth, the prosperity, moving from a place of gratitude. Like, that's feminine. That's all feminine energy. Healing, surrender, you and your authenticity, being yourself, like feeling comfortable in your own skin, fully being yourself, and trusting. Those are all very feminine in nature. So let me know if that makes sense for you guys. And what feedback, what comments you have, what questions you have. If you see yourself more heavily in one, more heavily in the other, if you would like to maybe get better at being in one or get better at balancing these, let me know your thoughts on that. Hi, Gina. I didn't know you were here. Loving this. Yes, this is all so important. And this is all just a preview of what I'm covering in the invitation. It's just a preview of everything that I'm going to be going over in an upcoming program. So, so make sure that that you're tuned in for that too. All right. So I'll see. There's delay in the comments as they come through. So also that ties in with our masculine and feminine energies. This is the science behind a lot of the strategy that I've used to build my business. So the laws of the universe, this is only a few of them. There's more. Debbie, I'm almost always in masculine. Yes, this is so enlightening. Yes, I'm so glad you're tuning in for it. Like, seriously, this is applied to my life too. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. And I have so much fucking knowledge to share with you guys. Like, I'm not saying that to sound conceited or anything, but there is so much that I have to share to be able to enhance your lives And I get to come and do this with you guys. Okay, so the laws of attraction, or the laws of the universe, these are immutable. This is quantum physics. This is stuff this is like gravity. Okay, this is like gravity. The law of attraction, we hear it's the most common one. I went into these in way more detail in the 3-day challenge. So if you're in this group, the Pleasure Portal, the separate private Facebook group, then know that you can go back and watch those before they get taken down. The 3-day challenge that was up, I went into the laws of the universe way more. Understanding feminine energy is relatively new for you. Okay. You were previously cloaked in masculine energy. Yes, Stacy. Okay, so the pleasure portal, this is what we're here to do, is to open to receive. So yes, we got to get these structures in place, because you said that you really want these structures in place. We're going to be getting into that a lot more in the invitation, so I'm so glad you're part of it. And learning to surrender, learning to soften, learning that you are held and it's okay to be led, like all of that. And you're here, so it's perfect. So okay, the law of attraction, it's the one that is the most commonly known manifestation, understanding that like attracts like. Where we are energetically is also what ends up coming back in. So declaring all you want to be receiving in this life, and ask, believe, receive. Okay, surrender is such a big part of all that too. And like I said, I talked a lot about it this week, and I'm going to be getting into that so much more in the invitation. So the law of inspired action. Oops. Turn this down. We don't want any feedback. The law of inspired action is basically leading with your heart and knowing what your next right step is. Being inspired in the actions that you take to move yourself forward towards the life you envision for yourself. And remember, the starting point for all that is having the awareness of what the life is you envision for yourself and how now. So we don't worry about the how, what steps are going to be taken. What inspired action are you taking to move you closer towards these dreams, towards this vision you have? The law of vibration is that everything has a frequency. Everything around us is vibrating. We go out into nature, everything is vibrating. We're animals, we're a part of all that. Every emotion we have has a corresponding energetic frequency. And those lower, I'm going to get into this way more in the invitation, but those lower vibe emotions, the shame, the doubt, the unworthy, the anger, the revenge, the guilt, the gossip, whatever. Those are low vibe emotions. When you're around people who are just emanating at that frequency, you can feel it. And so what I'm asking is that you just tune in. You just start to tune in. And the higher vibration emotions are more love-based. They're abundance, they're excitement, encouragement, optimism, like complete basking in gratitude. That is one of the biggest, the highest vibrational frequencies there is. So, when you're around those people, when you're around people who are led by their heart and who bring excitement to your situation, and who, you're laughing together and you're having a good time and you feel so good after you've been with them, So of course we are all energetic beings. Like, there's no denying it. You guys, this last week, this is a side note, but this last week was a full moon lunar eclipse. Today we're stepping into Mercury retrograde. Shit is heavy. Like, this past week energetically, and especially what's going on in the collective, heavy. And we're feeling all of that because it's all energy. Of course we're a part of all that. Of course we're a part of all that. The moon dictates the tides. The moon, for the women who are menstruating, your cycle connects with Luna. Your moon cycle connects with, whether it's the new moon or the full moon. You're around women a long period of time. You start menstruating the same time. Like, of course we're part of all that. Of course we are. So, that's just a little bit about the law of vibration. Okay, definitely getting into more of that. The law of correspondence is really just stating that our external world is a reflection of our internal landscape. So whatever we've got going on internally, however we feel about ourselves, whatever limiting beliefs we have, or barriers or blocks or habits or patterns that aren't necessarily the most productive, or dysfunctional patterns, or maladaptive tendencies, like all that shit that we've all had, that is reflected in your external world, and you're co-creating your reality. I talked last week, I think on Tuesday, about the reticular activating system and how we're constantly scanning our environment for evidence to support our beliefs. So, big part of that. And remember, I shared that quote by Anya Snin, we don't see things as they are, we see things as we are. So the law of correspondence, that's all really tied in with all this. All right, I'm not going to go into this too much because I really don't want to overwhelm you. This is a much bigger, like this is way bigger than this tidbit in an hour-long free workshop. But this is enormous. This is huge. This is so important that we understand what goes on in our nervous system, physiologically in our body. This is all biological. This is all chemical. This is all happening without us even knowing it. And this all happens. Your nervous system fires off before your thoughts, before your emotions. So just briefly explaining this, and then trust me, I'm going to be getting into it so much more in the invitation when we start in June. But this is the polyvagal theory. This is the ladder of the autonomic nervous system. Traditionally, the autonomic nervous system was broken up into sympathetic and parasympathetic, fight or flight, freeze. And so you know in your body when you're in fight or flight and you're freaking out and you're mobilized and you want to do the thing and you're stressed, and there's action when you're in the sympathetic activation. This top part of the ladder, I'll explain, is the ventral vagal state. We want to be in this state. And it's important that we're able to be flexible in our nervous system and our regulation. We go up and down this ladder throughout the day. That's appropriate. We're fucking human. This is what we do. So the ventral vagal activation, the top part of the ladder, this is where we're calm and we're safe and we want to be social and we feel good being ourselves and we're optimistic and creativity is flowing and we're fully expressed in who we are. Like, yes, we want to be in the ventral vagal state. Our nervous system detects a threat. Whether it's real or perceived, we go into the sympathetic activation. Fight or flight. We either want to get the fuck out, or we're going to fight, or we're going to fawn. In relationships, we fawn. We smooth things over before there's really any resolution, and we put our needs aside. And we can do that in business too. So this is why it's really important that we're aware of this. What happens physiologically in your body as you're growing your business. So you can be strong in who you are, and you set the boundaries for yourselves, and you get ahead of the game. Really, we get ahead of the game with what the nervous system is doing and become your own master. This is self-mastery. This is fully embodying self-mastery. And this is what I get to teach you guys. So in the sympathetic activation, you're stressed, and it's like the task there is to calm yourself down. No one's coming to save you. Get your shit together is what I say to my clients. And shit is identifying your self-love, identifying what brings you happiness, identifying intuitively what you need to do, and then time, allowing yourself this time. So you create a list of everything that is like your triggers, what sets you off and what activates your sympathetic state, and what your glimmers are, what your glimmers of hope are to help bring you back down. Okay, all based on the polyvagal theory. So then you get past that in your stress, and you go to the dorsal vagal shutdown, immobilized. You're shut down. You can't do anything. You're in freeze. You're in collapse. It's too much. I'm just not going to do it. This is analysis paralysis. This is you're overwhelmed. There's so much shit to do. Look at everything, all the structures in the masculine energy. Holy shit, how am I ever going to do that? Oh my God, there's no room for me to soften into my feminine. I'm just going to go take a nap. That's the dorsal vagal activation. And the task there is for you to co-regulate with someone else. And so working with a coach, working with a mentor, connecting with your friends, your loved ones, those who are supportive of your vision, getting yourself back up to the sympathetic activation, because you're not just going to go right to the ventral. You got to get up, you got to move through a bit of anxiety first. And that is all by design. It's mobilizing, it's good. And it's important that you're moving the energy in your body every single day with activity. I talk a lot about somatic healing and somatic therapy. This is understanding what the fuck is going on in your nervous system and mastering it. And then you get back to that ventral vagal where you are creative and you can flow and you can interact with other people and be social and everything's cool. You're safe in your body. So that's the goal. But remember, like I said, this is fluid. We go up and down. Okay, I nerd out over this stuff. Let me know if you guys, if that lands with you guys and you're like, tell me more. Let me know your thoughts on that. Or if you're like way overwhelmed by everything I just shared. So definitely I get into that more. And while I'm waiting for comments to come through on what your thoughts are about that too, I do also want to say this ties in so closely because my background is in psychology and love and relationships, in addition to growing businesses and leveraging. This ties in so closely with the way we love and how secure or insecure we are in our attachments too. So that's what I'm going to say. I'm not going to, but this is enough information, but there's so much more to be said about this and applied to growing your business. Okay, Janet. Yes, 100%. Okay. So, and keep your thoughts coming, keep your thoughts, questions, comments, whatever coming, like, holy shit, like, yes, more, please explain this more, or like, that's enough. Okay. We're going to taking it in one thing at a time. So when you are activated in the nervous system, there's no escaping it. This is for your survival. Your nervous system gets activated for your survival, and your job is to learn how to regulate in growing your business and mastering everything that's involved in that and being a better human, the best version of yourself, your highest expression in love and life, like all of that matters. So when you are activated in your nervous system, what to do is just pause. Just hit the pause button, breathe, learn to get comfortable with the space between where you're not reacting and you're not flying off the handle and freaking out, where you just are pausing, identifying how you're feeling, and then just responding from a place of stability and strength instead of like graspy and freaking out. Okay, huge. Get your mind right for sure in all of this. Then you focus and you prioritize. So I'm also a registered nurse. I shared that at the beginning. Nursing judgment is all about prioritization and what is the most important. Yes, practicing the pause, Janet. Yes, good. Focusing and prioritizing what's the most important task to address next and taking that inspired action, like doing the thing. And doing the thing may be more masculine and structured and, strategies and systems. Doing the thing may be unplugging and going out into the woods for a couple days. But aligning yourself with someone that's going to help you distinguish and learn discernment for yourself. Which way am I going? What best serves me? Getting the support you need to help you in this path. Friends, family who are not going to poo-poo your ideas and see your vision with you. They see your vision with you. Maybe it's your soul tribe, others who are also doing their inner work. Like the World Wide Web has made it so we can reach all these people. I have people that reach out to me from all different countries because the people in my local community may not be ready for this. I do have quite a few local clients, but they may not be ready for all this. And so when we think nationwide, worldwide, who you're able to connect with to help you stay close to those who are also doing their inner work, to help you stay close to those who are also here to raise a collective, like priceless. Nicole, yes, I've been trying to use the I am process. Yes, identify, acknowledge, modify. Cool. Okay, whatever structure that's going to work for you, implement. Yeah, do it and implement. So you connect with the coach, a mentor, a professional, whoever's going to help you do this pause and do this prioritization, regroup. Like definitely deciding if you need to course correct too is really important. Okay, so come with me on this little journey. If you had all the structures and systems and strategy in place, and if you reprogrammed your nervous system and you're able to regulate, and if you're able to soften and surrender and play and flow and receive pleasure, what would you feel like? How would that feel? Let me know in the comments how that would feel for you. Just imagine for yourself. Imagine for yourself what this next level version of you, with all of that in place, has going on and how you feel. Just waiting for comments to come through. I know that those of you are here, you're open to receiving my message today. I would love your feedback and hearing where you're at, what your thoughts are, what all this would feel like. All right, so I'll see if those come through. Aligned and fulfilled. Yeah, Stacy. Feeling aligned and fulfilled. So important. And what a beautiful intention. Knowing that that is available for you. All right, so relaxed yet powerful. Yes, Nicole. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's where you want to be. So I'm going to share with you about the invitation, this upcoming program that I have. So really, it's 4 weeks of soul purpose activations, clearing to build your business on a solid ground so that you can scale and welcome in more wealth and success. Janet, you say soul and spirit alignment. Yeah, this is what you're here for. Yes, this is what you're here for. This is what I say to women when they're laboring. This is what you came here to do. They're laboring, baby's about to come. Like, this is what you came here to do. Whether we're in the hospital, whether they're birthing at home, this is what you're here to do. We're here for it. Hi, Lindsay, what's up? So 4 weeks, okay? I invite you in this time to own your inner power, to really tap into your intuition, to be able to awaken your spirituality and just turn on your unique gifts so that you can be open to receiving all of the wealth, all of the success, all the abundance, all the prosperity that is meant for you. Go there. Go there in your heart. Go there in your mind. So there are bonuses, okay, for you guys, those of you who are here live and you've registered in the pleasure portal in the workshop. There's special workshop pricing that's only for you guys, and it's available through tomorrow. So then after that, it's going up for the public. The investment for the 4 weeks is $666, paid in full. But for you guys who have already signed up for the workshop, you're already here, the special workshop pricing is $444, paid in full, or a payment plan. There's also an option to be able to work one-on-one with me in this time for the 4 weeks through the program. And that's $888 for the workshop pricing. For the public, it's $1,111. For my 3-month containers, it's over $3,000. So, and that price is going up. That price is going to be going up. So, you think of the transformation that is involved, what happens in those one-on-one calls, how transformative. Also, if you register in the next 12 hours from this workshop, from this pleasure portal, you get a free one-to-one call with me. Okay, that's thrown in. So, learning about the embodiment of where you're moving towards, embodying this nervous system regulation, embodying all the mindset shifts that are necessary to take you to the next level, integrating it all, practicing it all. Like, that is huge. How you become this next level version of yourself is you start showing up as her. What would next level version of you, how would she make the choice in moving forward? What decisions does she make? Do them now. That's how you become her. Releasing old conditioning and really just reprogramming, figuring it all out for yourself. So this program is for healers, for light leaders, for aspiring entrepreneurs, for spiritual entrepreneurs, CEOs. Like, you guys, There are many different levels that we can be at, and that's okay. You're here to raise the collective. Each week there's a different theme. There's identify, where we're really getting clear on who you are. We're identifying who your people are, who, what energetic scales are, getting into more about the masculine and feminine energy. In clearing, we're going back, we're doing some inner child work, we're doing some forgiveness, we're doing some grounding, we're really clearing, we're like clearing everything out. So much more that we're going to be getting into. In week 3, it's transform. We're talking about packages and pricing and different platforms and what this looks like, more of the masculine structure of everything. Next level is really starting to implement, becoming clear on what offers you're having, how you're connecting with your community, how you're cultivating, how you're nurturing, how you are starting to really embody these unique gifts and start to make money. That's what you're here to do. We start Monday the 6th, June 6th, okay? All calls are going to be live on Zoom. So it's not like this. This is a Facebook Live. Calls are live on Zoom. So we get to talk with one another and the teachings are held then. And we also have a private separate Facebook group too. So now is the time to really step into your leadership, to be able to rise to your fullest expression, to become magnetic to your soulmate clients and make more money and impact lives. Welcoming in more wealth and success. Like, this is what it's about. You got to be able to put all of your fears and doubts aside. All of this little, like, who am I? Undeserving, unworthy. I can't do it. Everyone can. And if it's in your vision, if this is part of your field, it's already available to you. It's in your vibrational escrow. This is what we talked about in the 3-day challenge too. So knowing that it's so important for you to really be able to believe in yourself and trust your vision and get with others who are also doing their inner work and who are also ready to show up and continue to rise together. So much more powerful as a collective. So another testimonial is, I highly recommend this program to anyone who is working on their business. Be sure that when you sign up for this program, you're ready to do all the work that Kara gives you in order for it to be successful. There's work. You got to be ready to do the work. You got to show up. Show up for yourself first and foremost. To anyone considering this program, know that you are worth the investment. Also, let love guide your decision on whether to invest in yourself or not. You'll be glad you did. Okay, this is like, investing in ourselves is one of the greatest expressions of self-worth. You have the highest return on investment for you in whatever area of life you're living in. Whether it's this growing your business, whether it's your love life, whether it's just life in general, like, increasing your sense of self-worth is invaluable. And I truly, truly do believe that it is an investment unlike any other. It's aligned with my soul purpose. So to be eligible for a free seat in the program, to win a free seat in the program, there was a separate challenge for the 3 days last week. So that's done. You guys, that'll get picked by Tuesday, the 1st. To be eligible for a prize in this workshop, go over into Intuitive Women in Business, my main Facebook group, and write a comment, write a post, write a heartfelt testimonial about this workshop and what you feel about it, what you've learned about it, in what ways you feel you're transformed, or whatever you're feeling. From your heart. If it feels aligned for you, you're writing a testimonial and putting it over in Intuitive Women in Business. The special workshop pricing ends tomorrow, and the bonus one-on-one call with me that you get included in that ends tomorrow. Okay. So are there any questions about any of the content that I covered in the last hour, or questions about the program? Thoughts? Are you coming? I'm open to them. I will put the links. I put the link to read more about the invitation in our group, in the Pleasure Portal, our private group. And then I will also put the links, the workshop pricing, the special workshop pricing in our group. Okay, don't use the links that are on the page. you get special workshop pricing for having registered and being here and invested already, investing your time, investing your energy, being here with me. So, all right, well, if there aren't any questions, you guys can post in the group always if you do have questions come up, but I will put those links in there now. And I've loved this time with you. I loved all last week doing the 3-day challenge and offering that free to you guys. And you know, if that's, you know, you take away any learning from that, you take away any learning from this, and this is where you are right now, great. Great. And down the road, when the time is right, you decide to invest, great. If you decide you want to come on to the invitation now and we do the damn thing, and then, you know, in June, all through June, like, great. This is what I'm here for. Whenever the time is right, though I do believe the time is now. So let me know what you've got, what questions, reach out. Put the links in the group. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being open to receive everything that I shared. Mwah! Hope you guys have a really good day and a really good weekend, and hopefully we'll be talking soon. I'll be welcoming you into the program. All right, take care. Peace.